Good afternoon, class. I am Dominique Daniels Clark, and I am back again for another video discussion question. So this week, we are focusing on women in the Revolutionary War. Dr. Smith is going to continue to challenge us, as he does every week, to study in depth individuals who contributed to this glorious time in American history. He's also going to assign us readings to help us, to give us prompt questions to answer while we're studying our individual that we chose to select. The individual who I personally chose to select is going to be a lady by the name of Phillis Wheatley. And that first prompted question is going to be, who is Phillis Wheatley? In American history, she is generally known as the first African American woman to successfully publish a book of poems. She is one of 3 women to do so up to date. That second question is going to be, what makes Phillis different? What makes her different? An easy question can be, or an easy answer to that can be the color of her skin. Well, what are you saying? We know during this time it's very rare that you find an African American who is literate. And she was well over literate. She was very articulate. She was born in Africa. She is going to be transported to America on a vessel by the name of the Phillis. Once she arrives in Boston or Massachusetts, she's going to be purchased by a prominent family called the Wheatleys, thus prompting her name, Phillis Wheatley. It is going to be extremely rare for us to find an African American person who is as articulate as she, to the point where people started to question if those were her words, because people was just in awe that a person of color could actually write and articulate herself in this manner. Over the years, she's going to attract a lot of prominent individuals. King George III, Benjamin Franklin is going to read a lot of her works. But when we're talking about her in the relation of the American Revolution, we must not forget the fact that over the years, she penned many poems in support of the Continental Army. However, the most renowned one and the most famous one is going to be her ode to George Washington in 1776. She's simply just going to write General Washington, who is the general of the Continental Army during that time, and it's going to praise him for participating in the American Revolution and pretty much just reassuring him that this is a righteous and a just cause. This speaks volumes to me as a lady who did not have the ability to acquire some of those rights and freedoms, but she still took it upon herself to make sure that she supported this war. A lot of women during this time could not fight physically. So they influenced the war indirectly. And Phillis is going to be no different. She could not fight this war with her hands, but she definitely supported and fought this war with her words, okay? The last question I'm going to ask for you is, Phillis Wheatley, a prominent individual today, does she still hold importance today? And the answer is absolutely yes. In two realms, she's going to be very important. She's still going to be a prominent individual during the Revolutionary time. And also, she's going to be considered a trailblazer amongst Black intellectuals and scholars. So as I stated, all women could not physically fight. But Phillis Wheatley is going to be that individual who fought with her words. They say that a best leader is a leader who stands with his people and not above their people. George Washington was known for being an inspiring leader. He actually wrote her back with a long response, actually praising her and thanking her and telling her that he would actually be honored to meet her. The way that she uplifted him was just unmatched. And the fact that those same freedoms that she may not have access to, she still wanted to throw her support behind the Continental Army. Okay, so Phillis Wheatley, the first African American to ever publish poems in the history of this country. She is one of three, but she's going to be become famous during that revolutionary time period where her words, where her poems are going to support and push and motivate those individuals and reassure them that they're fighting for a just cause. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Be blessed.